Fact number 14, I love to cook. So cooking is also another I'm a very random fuck. Like I'm like that type of person that wanted to try and do everything. So at a certain point, I even wanted to be a chef. So I love cooking. I like trying to cook anything and everything. So one of the first cuisines that I actually did try to cook was Italian food. So I'm not sure if it actually keeps up to par with obviously like authentic Italian restaurants or anything like that. But there was a few chefs that I followed and I tried the recipes. I fucked it with my own. Did I say fucked it with my own? Yeah, I fucked the lasagna by myself. It was hot as shit, scalded the tip of my penis. It was crazy. But I fucked around with the recipes myself, and yeah, I like cooking. So if any of you guys want to come over to my place and eat, you're not allowed to come, but I will show you a video of me doing it, because that's just fucking creepy. Fact number 15, I am a huge movie buff. I love film. I love watching films. Specifically, I like walking documentaries, because when I watch movies, I walk them along with me sometimes. I'm fucking stupid, by the way. That's another fact. But I do like documentary. Jiro Dreams of Sushi, one of my favorite ones, and the reason why I like Jiro Dreams of Sushi so much was, even though it was a documentary, it was shot like an art house film, which I heard the director got a lot of flack for, but I enjoyed it a lot. If you guys haven't watched Jiro Dreams of Sushi, if you watch it, it'll make you feel like a piece of shit, because he's so amazing, and you feel like you're doing nothing with your life. Whenever I want to feel depressed, I watch that, so I don't know, give that a go. Fact number 16, I have one older brother. For some reason, a lot of people think I'm an only child. Maybe it's because of the way I behave, but I am not an only child. I have an older brother. He is the what you call the book smart, skinnier, six-pack, better looking version of me, but I'm funny. So he has a complete lack of personality, so just go kill himself. No, but I love my older brother. He very supportive of me with my comedy since day one. Even when I was struggling a lot with my family about it, my brother always supported me, told him to get off my back and shit like that. We occasionally fight every now and then, but that's just brotherly love, you know. So if you want to know what he looks like, he looks nothing like me. He looks like he was adopted, or I look like I'm adopted, especially because I'm 6'1". That's very rare for an Asian. I'm like a Snorlax. You just see me in that one part of the game. That's the only place you can capture me. Fact number 17. My parents own a black beauty supply store, and I used to run that store while I was doing comedy. So I grew up in a black beauty supply store in kind of like the ghetto part of Sacramento, which is in South Sac, the Meadowview area. Meadowview, what's up? If you guys want to know why I speak with, you know, a lot of people out there say that I speak really ghetto. To be honest with you, I don't. If you want to know what ghetto sounds, you need to go to like Compton. I'm talking about like the hood area. You don't even know what the fuck they're saying. This dude one time looked at me, he was just like, look, pigeons. The fuck does that mean? You know what I mean? Ghetto people say shit you understand what I'm saying. This is not ghetto. This is like a good mix between like urban culture and then civilization at the same time. So I'm like that good mesh. But yeah, I grew up selling weaves my whole life. So if any of you guys want to talk about hair products, what works best, weaves, I'm talking about shit. We used to sell fucking drawstring ponytails like hotcakes. If you still rock a drawstring ponytail, you're a fucking hood rat, by the way. Just kidding. Fact number 18, before I started doing YouTube, I was working 3 jobs, doing stand-up comedy and music, and I was a full-time student at Sacramento State University. So prior to me doing YouTube, the reason why I started going into YouTube was because I decided to drop 2 of the jobs, and I wanted to really focus on school and finish up. I had so many units. I was technically a double major with like 4 minors, so I was in school for quite a while, but yeah, it was pretty rough before YouTube. Like I used to sleep in my car in between classes, so I used to I had an SUV, so I folded back the seats, and I used to put out a sleeping bag so I could sleep in between classes, because I never got enough sleep at night because I was traveling to San Francisco doing comedy clubs, coming back, working on Sundays, you know, doing that kind of stuff. Fact number 19, I was an interim pastor at a Korean church for about 2 years, which is one of the part-time jobs that I had. It was one of my passions, and I wasn't even thinking about going into seminary school, and they found out that the church doesn't accept pieces of shit. No, I'm playing, but no, that's not how church works. But it wasn't my calling. I realized it wasn't my calling when I found out that I hate kids. It's not that I hate kids. You have to have, as somebody who is like in ministry or like pastorship, you have to have a lot of patience, because there's a lot of bullshit that you have to go through that I couldn't really deal with. And I went to a Korean church. I'm talking about I had to deal with bullshit. Like I would take care of these kids and I would watch them over, and you know, we would do Bible study and stuff. But there was some parents, they come up to me and they're like, they ask me like the most obtuse questions, which is like, do you think my kids are ever going to go into a university? I was like, look, yesterday I asked your kid what he wanted to be. He told me he wanted to be a can opener. I don't think college is his best choice at this point. If anything, let's get him past the first grade and then we'll move on from there. But yeah, that was one of my previous jobs too. Fact number 20, I used to work at the Men's Warehouse. I was a senior customer service agent. I used to sell tuxedos and all this other crap. My boss, Ken, he was probably one of the more positive influences in my life at the time because I was going through a lot of family problems, and he was very understanding, and he didn't even actually have a job opening for me at the time, but he gave me a job because he took a chance on me and I needed the money. So I very much appreciate from that, and he's more than just a boss to me now. He's one of my closest friends. Kind of like a mentor, to be honest with you. But at the Men's Warehouse, it's funny because when you first work a job, you always kind of do it to the T, exactly what you're told. But after a while, you get good at it. You just start to slowly become like an asshole. Like there's this one story. One of my friends, she was being hit on by these thug-ass dudes, and she was a white girl and these two thug-ass black dudes, and they had a little taste for white chocolate and they liked her. So she came out and they were like being like really sexually derogatory to her, and I saw her. She came in a little teared up, and I was like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna handle this shit. I took my tie off, wrapped it around my head, and I pretended to be a gay dude. And I walked outside. I was like, okay, pants off, show me your dicks. And these motherfuckers, the most thuggish way possible. Nah, I'm straight, dog. I'm cool. No, where's the girl at? No, she don't measure them up. This is what I do. Pants off. What's the size of your dick? They walked on out, never came back. That's the kind of fun I had at Men's Warehouse. But I'm not sure if Ken remembers that or if he even knows about it. But Ken, when you were gone, I did some weird shit. Fact number 21, I tried out doing mixed martial arts for a little bit. So for a couple years out of my life, I trained. And the reason why I got into it because I was using CrossFit as a form of losing weight. Because I used to be, the fattest I've ever been was 285 pounds. That is a brand new